So today I picked up a Defender, or at least what appears to be a Defender. Very, very rough. But notice the Defender wording is blacked out on the sides, and it's got a Joust overlay and a Joust marquee. That is because, while this was once a Defender, it is no longer. This is a Joust prototype. And that is absolutely crazy to find. You can actually see on the marquee it's a little different. No text on the sides, and if you look closely, it looks like this is like stacks of paper or something that have been done to make this marquee happen. So I'm really excited to get a look at the back of that. We have our original Williams steel coin door. 122, I don't know what that is. Slam switch, lights, interboard wiring. Let's look around the back. Pretty good shape, honestly, for a Defender. Blacked out on this side as well. We got P2X25, number 499134, Defender. I'm gonna actually unscrew this to get the thing open since it doesn't have a lock, and the vents are a little damaged too. Oh well. But let's take a look in here. What do we got? Put this to the side. We have, ignore that, UR3811. This is a Atari monitor, actually. You can see it's got pretty heavy Crystal Castles burn on it, so that's interesting. And if we go down, oh wait, did we see the number? Yeah, 499134. So in here we have regular harness, Defender, power brick, and power supply. Numbers matching, 499134. So that's cool. And then there's this. This is Joust, or actually it's two things. It was Defender, we can tell, because these boards have the 499134 on them, which indicate that it is, or was, in fact, the original Defender boards that came with this cabinet. And they have been heavily modified. The first board down here was modified, we got some corrosion on those batteries over there, to be a Stargate. That's what this board over here does. It's a Stargate proto board. But what's interesting is it's a double prototype, apparently, because this board on top is a DMA blitter board for Joust. So it's supposed to adapt a Stargate board to Joust, and that's what this is here. Got our proto Joust ROMs that we're going to have to look at later. Red text on white label. And that is supposed to adapt this ROM board so it can actually play Joust. And this whole thing is just an absolute spider web of white wires and jumper cables back there. So I'm curious to see how this will play out. I'm curious to know what was supposed to be up here, because these rails are extended. Like there was something else that was going to go there, but it never actually happened. And so we have our controls just lazily going up there, where we have, of all things, Wiccos for the joystick bases. That I wasn't expecting either. So I am super excited. Oh wait, no, we can see the back of the marquee. Yeah, that's definitely not the regular silk screen. There's something else going on there. That is really cool. Usually there's like a white back to it, but that's just completely, wow. That's so cool. I wonder what the story of this machine is. And most importantly, I wonder what's on those ROMs. So let's get this thing inside and see if we can make sense of what all these connectors are. Looks nice. They've actually got little covers on them. It's not usual for Williams. Better quality, I guess, for their Frodo. Wild. So yeah, let's get this in and see what's what. I hope it works. That would be really cool. I was told it doesn't, but I'm hoping it's the power supply. So, a week after finding the Inferno, who knows? Who figured I would find the even crazier Williams game to pick up right after that. So before I go and start messing with this, I want to give. Ooh, what's that? I keep getting distracted. What the heck was here? What the hell? I don't know. Anyway, just want to give a shout out thanks to our good friend Jerry, who picked this game up for us and held it at his place so I could come and get it. Could not have done this without you, and massively appreciate you. So thank you so much for grabbing this game for us. All right, let's dig in. Okay, time to see if we can get some ROM data off of this thing. I'm going to get a screwdriver. A little pink screwdriver. Let's see what we can do. We've already disconnected most of this, or Jerry did, so nothing really is all that connected, but we're trying to get to the ROM board. So the first thing we can do is try to unseat the DMA glitter board here. Now I think about it, I'm going to grab a magnetic tray for these screws so I don't lose any of them. We'll just stick that in front of the cabinet. Alright, 2. Looks like there's only 1 more. So just going to pull this and be very careful not to drop it. And what do we got? Looks like we've got 2 cables connected to the blitter. Here and here. And then we've got a whole bunch of ribbon cables. So let's start by unplugging these. And I think we can unplug them from here. Might want a pry bar though, so I'm just going to gently put that down there and get a chip puller. Let's take another look see at this. Yeah, it's coming out. So the one with the orange stripe goes in on top. Remember that, Liam. No, they're very brittle. Fuck. The plastic housings are very, very brittle for these. Just tweaked a corner. Please come up without any further fuss. This one. And 2. So we have the blitter. It looks to be in great shape. The little thing that says OK on it. Just says front. We've got a couple patches on the back. I'm just going to set that in the front of the cabinet. Now we can sort of see the mess back here. We've got our ROM board, which is our target. This ribbon cable. We have 12 ROMs and about a bazillion mods on this board. And we're going to have to come back to the board because it's got batteries on it. But right now our goal is this ROM board. So I'm going to unplug the ROM board. Come on. Oh wow. Gold connector pins. At least on that one. Alright, and we have another plug here. Looks like this is just a jumper. It's connecting the blitter and the ROM board. So, that's interesting. Let's put that to the side. And we're going to extract this because we are going to dump these ROMs. We're not going to do anything else with the rest of the cabinet right now. I'm just going to pull this board out. Two. And then one of these is a standoff. Which I need a hex to turn. Hold please while I find a hex. I don't want to do any further damage, so I really want to use the right tool. There we go. We've achieved ROM board. So, let's go and see what's up. Okay, so we have the Proto Joust working. I decided since it wasn't the original monitor, it was actually from a Crystal Castles and had heavy Crystal Castles burn. I just threw a different G07 in here. I think I would like to see if I can get a 4900 at some point, but for now this will do. So I'm just going to play some Proto Joust, you know, show that it actually works. So, long story short, yesterday I didn't get any footage of me dumping ROMs because it was an hour-and-a-half process where I was sitting there pulling chips, checking to see if they had been dumped already, and I had a number of bad reads, which made it look like it was undumped. But it did end up being a green white label, so the production Joust, just with proto stamped ROMs. Very, very odd. But here we are. Monitor needs adjustment. I'll do that later, but let's just show that it actually does do the Joust thing. So these are Wiko sticks. That's a very interesting feeling. Playing through this destroyed bezel. I never said I was good at Joust. Ultimately, the machine had one bad ROM on it and a number of weird and bad connections. That prototype blitter board does all kinds of bizarre things when it's got a bad connection. Like these enemies, they will leave little pellets everywhere. Pellets of bad RAM that will eventually collect and crash the game when something goes over them. The funny thing is, if an enemy had left the pellet, I noticed that they could walk back over the pellet that they had left behind and collect it, which was weird. They could potentially stave off crashing the game. if they kept walking over where they had gone previously, or flying over where they had gone previously, which I found interesting. Wow, those guys are fast. Whoa. So I actually, this might be somewhat heretical, but I think I like the Wiccos for this better than I like the regular Joust two-way sticks. What the hell? Oh. There we go. I think my game is over. Oh, what's that in the corner? That's interesting. Just going to attribute that to just being crushed like it is. You see all the garbage on the outside of the loading screens. Try another game. You can see garbage on the left there too, garbage on the top. But at least the game appears to play fine. I feel like all the people who know how to play Joust probably judging my performance here hard. There we go. Just want to get to the egg wave. That's my favorite wave. I go where the physics takes me. Ah. You know, I could have just walked out of that. I didn't have to kill myself. But I woke up that morning and chose death. My own. That's not good. One down. Extra life. Oh, he dropped down. Oh, I deserved that. Come on, let me kill this guy. I want to go to the egg wave. Before the pterodactyl shows up. Thank you. Oh, that was rough. Alright. This guy is really getting the better of me. You're gonna come down from the top, bud? There you go. That's going in lava. Wave 6. Uh-oh. Oh, have I not collided with anyone yet? Oh, there we go. Yeah, what's this all about? That's weird. Didn't notice that yesterday. But I'm still saying that works. Cool. Joust Proto.